because it's like I'm not crying. I'm just my eyes are itchy. That is what happened to me for those two EBTs, ETBs, EBTs. I wish I could use EBT on Pokemon cards. Wouldn't that be so cool? So I'm gonna make this video with no script at all. I've been away from Pokemon for like 4 to 5 weeks. I haven't made any new videos for my channel, and it's not like I've been gone from Pokemon. I've been still watching content every day and buying cards and whatnot, just a little differently. But I feel like there are pros and cons to being in this hobby right now, and I want to go through some of my pros and cons. And especially because right now people are still going through a hard time. I know I went through a hard time, and it caused me to kind of get away from the game for a little bit with all the frustrations and the personal things in my life. And I feel like a lot of people are in the same shoes, because this game right here, this TCG Pokemon, I mean, it's helped me stay sane through hard times, and I know it's going to do a lot for other people too. But right now, the way it is it even healthy to be in the game right now? Like, just overall in general. So let's go to the bad stuff first, because I know people love the negative stuff. People love to hear the negative stuff. So let's just go through that first. It's so hard to find product. Everything is more expensive. Obviously, we don't need to talk about that. You guys already know. Even if you're brand new to the game, you already know you can't find anything in the stores. Now, I've seen and I've noticed a lot of frustration because of that. I've noticed this divide between like scalpers, people that are just in it for the money, in it for the hype, versus people that really actually enjoy the hobby and actually really want to be in this. Me, I kind of started out in the middle. I was buying stuff with the intention of starting a business, a Pokemon business, and then eventually, my fire kind of lit back up with Pokemon, since it does bring a lot of nostalgia for me, especially because I had cards, I had first editions, I had base set and Fossil Jungle and Rocket cards when I was young, and back then I was like 6, 7 years old, 8, 9 years old. I didn't know how to value these things. I don't think anybody did. But right now, it's bringing a lot of memories back. And it's not like I ever forgot about Pokemon. It's just throughout my whole life, it just wasn't cool anymore. Like, through teenage, through school, like, you were corny. You were weird. You were like a geek, nerdy kid if you played, like, any anime or any trading card games, right? Even though I applaud the people that stuck with their hobbies and what they like throughout their entire lives. Like, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh in high school, but I wasn't too proud of it. And eventually I just got out of that, right? But I applaud the people that are like in the cafeteria playing with their friends, and they don't really care about that. I think that's what these hobbies in general are good for. Just to do what you love and just to be yourself. And I guess that's more of the positive stuff, but back to the negative stuff, it's like, if you check out Facebook groups, like the big and small Facebook groups when it comes to Pokemon, it's like you see people trolling on each other, people arguing, people like just putting other people down, especially when you see somebody try to scalp. I feel like it's natural, right? Like, people that are frustrated will tell the scalpers that their prices are too high, and they'll just clown them, right? But even if you're frustrated with that, you have to understand that those people, they deserve to be in the game too. Like, if you want to sell your stuff really high, if someone is willing to buy it, then that means you're necessary. That means you belong here. The only way to stop that is to not buy really overpriced stuff. Like, I made one of the biggest mistakes. I guess, I don't know, it's not a biggest mistake. In my opinion, I never like to overpay things, right? I like to think of myself as financially savvy, so I don't pay for overpriced stuff. I'm the one that wants to sell those things, right? But I actually fell victim to buying Shining Fates hype. I bought 2 ETBs for $120, and I opened those, and that was between my time span when I wasn't filming anymore, and it was a week after Shining Fates came out. The local store that I go to, one of them was selling for $120, compared to other places like $150, $150, and private sellers selling it for like $160, $140. So I just said, yeah, I'll take two of them. It was like FOMO, right? FOMO, fear of missing out. That's one of the biggest things that destroys people when it comes to like money, materialistic things, and just anything that can be negative. Like in the investing world, in the stock market world, there's a lot of FOMO talk when you see a stock rising up and you want to buy it because everybody else is buying it and you feel like you might miss out. Then you make irrational decision because you're now making your choices based on emotions. That is what happened to me for those two EBTs, ETBs, EBTs. I wish I could use EBT on Pokemon cards. Wouldn't that be so cool? And then we'd have even more scalpers. But that's off topic. Yeah, FOMO. You don't want to fall into FOMO. You got to be smart about things. Another negative thing is people maybe using too much money on a hobby, especially in tough times. Like, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna say it, but a lot of people have spent all of their stimulus checks on just hobbies. And I know it's a normal thing to do, right? You have extra money, you work hard for your money, not for the stimulus, but you work hard for your money, so you want to spend it. So if you get a stimulus check on top of that, and you're not really affected by the pandemic like certain people are, yeah, you might go ahead and buy a bunch of Pokemon cards. And I feel like I fell into that too. I try to put like 30% of my money into investments, into like my Robinhood account and stuff, and then I use the rest, maybe like half of the rest for personal stuff and to save, and then half of that goes to Pokemon. It's just a year ago I would not be spending on Pokemon like that, but I've gotten into the hobby again, and it just feels too good. And I know that watching social media, you see people opening good cards, you see people flashing Charizards, and you want to get into it too, and you might end up spending too much money, especially if you're in a situation like me. It's really dangerous if you have kids. I have two kids, I'm married. I was living with my dad at the time. You might notice my new setup if you've been watching my channel. We're in my new townhome right now, and yeah, I had a really bad fallout with my dad, my family, and it kind of affected me emotionally, mentally, and I couldn't make any videos for like 4 to 5 weeks straight, just because my head wasn't there. Pokemon kind of kept me going, but I just did it privately because it's like, I'm not crying. I'm just my eyes are itchy. Yeah, it's just things that were complicated, and Pokemon kind of kept me sane. I know that a lot of people are going through the same thing, and I hope my channel can help, just help people in the same situation, or hopefully it can just entertain someone. It doesn't even have to be everybody. I try to do giveaways. I don't know if I can do giveaways every week anymore like I used to, but at least once a month I'll give like a good size prize. I used to give away like 1 or 2 packs every week, but I think at the end of every month I can choose from a winner. You just have to be enrolled in my email list and comment on my videos, so I know you're actually watching, and I'll pick somebody. I'll announce all this stuff when it happens, but I can give away better stuff like multiple packs or like something from my collection, because the love needs to be spread. When I got into this game back in summer of 2020, one of my friends gave me Charizard V from Darkness Ablaze just for free. I mean, he bought me like, I think it was 3 Darkness Ablaze booster packs to open with him, because he was at the game store with his friends opening a bunch of packs, and it felt great, man. Like, it was just giving. So I feel like, as someone who has received Pokemon gifts, I should give forward, and then hopefully that person will do the same for the next person. And that's what I feel like this hobby is good for. For the most part, it's a very positive community, and the negative stuff hasn't really happened until it got really bad, until products were really scarce, and until people got sick of the prices. And yeah, time to make videos again. I'm getting new stuff. I figured out part of my hobby that I figured out that I like Japanese cards a lot more. I don't know, maybe it's because they're the way they're designed, the way they're produced is so much better quality. We have Remix Bout here with Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, which I'm gonna chase. Those artworks from Sun and Moon, and then I'm also gonna open some matchless fighters, but not in this video. This is the brand new set coming out that just came out in March, and the English version, Chilling Reign, is gonna come out in June, which feels really far away. So the Japanese version will do. The cards are better quality. They have better quality, and I just feel like they're cheaper to buy, easier to kind of collect. And the sets, I like how the sets are small. They keep it to like between 50 and 100 cards in the Japanese sets, so you can put them all in a small binder. And I'll do a video about how I collect cards too. And it's just easier for me to keep focus on what I want to collect. In terms of making money off Pokemon, it's great. It's a great opportunity. Well, a few weekends ago, I made like $250 just selling the stuff I had already, and all modern cards, mostly modern cards too. Maybe like 10% vintage, and it's great. There's so many niches in this hobby that you can go towards. Like you can do vintage only, you can do modern only, you can do pack breaks, you can do just information and talking about Pokemon news, you can do just like entertainment like the big YouTubers do. For me, I don't really know where I fall. Like I don't want to be that I don't want to be on the entertainment side where I'm just opening packs for reactions. And I'm not saying that's all it's for. Like the big dogs like Leonhardt, Real Breaking Nate, and those ones. They're like some of the first channels that I came across, and they're very inspiring. But I feel like if you've watched Frosted Caribou's video, that 50-minute long video about the state of Pokemon and how she explains like all the bad stuff going on and what she thinks is the reason why like things are the way they are right now, the good and the bad, it does have a lot to do with content creators and people hyping things up. And I just feel like it's ridiculous. It would be ridiculous for myself, as someone who's not up there yet, to be trying to open packs and packs, like spending like thousands of dollars, which I don't even have, on Pokemon cards. And that's also a bad thing. I wonder how many people have like maxed out their credit cards trying to get Pokemon cards. For me, it's been tempting. I've been trying to build my credit, and just looking at those cards with the the money that you don't really have but you do have, it's like you can buy a whole bunch of stuff and just destroy your credit score and your credibility that way, and destroy your bank account. But just trying to keep it sane, man. This hobby has kept me going, and I'm really excited to open some more cards. I hope you like my setup. These are my what is it? I don't even know. My inventory. Yeah, I've got more sealed product in other places. I'm gonna open some battle styles. I've got a lot of Japanese just because I figured this is my niche. This is what I like, the Japanese cards. So I hope you enjoy. I'm still gonna do free giveaways. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you can get notified and you can participate in these giveaways. Sign up on my Google sign up form. I'll have it in the comments and in the description. Thanks for watching. This is Achilles from the Pullout Game. I don't think I even introduced myself. Cool.